So here's my video on the 17-second rule. I'm just going to tell you my experience with it the very first time I did it. So I got to my favorite Healthy Planet store, and it was in Pickering. Look how beautiful this place is. Like I live in heaven. Oh my goodness. So I got to Healthy Planet, and I realized there was nobody in the store. So I thought, okay, I'm going to set up my table and get super excited about work. And I got everything prepared, and I realized, okay, nobody's in here. So I'm going to turn on my timer, and I'm going to practice this 17-second rule. So what that entails is focusing on one thought for 17 seconds and building it into another thought. So you're basically taking it from one thing into another and into another and into another. So if you basically have the 17 seconds 4 times over with 4 different thoughts associated with what it is that you're trying to manifest, you will bring it into your reality. So at the time, I was working for this company that was run by 2 guys that were total party animals, and I love them to death. Adam and Kelso, there you are. I love you. So anyway, I'd been writing these guys for 2 weeks because Adam said, we're not going to have Quinn at the show. It just costs too much money. And I'm like, he's been kicking butt out there working for you guys. You're going to get this young kid and tell him that he's not coming to the show, or he gets taken out for fancy dinners and gets to have happy hour in the middle of the day. He's like a late bloomer of a teenager. Anyway, and he's like, no, we can't have him. So I've been phoning the other guy, Kelsey, phoning him, emailing him, texting him for 2 weeks. Not a word. So I'm thinking, I'm going to bring Quinn to the show. That's what I'm going to manifest in this 17-second rule thing. So I set my timer. I close my eyes. No one's in the store. I close my eyes and I visualize my son there. And I see all my friends coming in and giving him a hug because they all love my son, right? And everyone's giving him a hug and high fives and saying hello. And then my next 17 seconds, I mean, I'm not even looking at this clock, right? I'm just thinking, I'm going to the next thought, which is happy hour at 3 o'clock. And him and I walking over to the table and grabbing as many glasses of beer and cider that I can to bring back to the table for everyone, right? And then I'm like, okay, change the thought again. There's my son cutting into this really big, juicy steak and drinking all these girly drinks and getting tipsy. It was so much fun. I'm thinking, this is fabulous. And then I'm like, oh, and he's making all this money and he'll be able to buy that phone he's always wanted, right? And you know what happens? I ran out of ideas. So I turned off the stopper and I got to 70 seconds, which was 2 seconds over what I needed to do. And what did I do? I went, woohoo! Because right away, I did it. I got to 68 seconds. I figured it out my very first try, right? So I look down at my phone because I hadn't turned it on, and I see that someone's calling me. And I look over, and it's Kelso, right? I'm talking seconds after I do this exercise. I pick up the phone, and I go, Kelso. He goes, Bobby, we want Quinn at the show. I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. So Quinn came to the show and had the time of his life, just like I visualized it. And that's the 17-second rule.